One shot. Let's begin. Konoki Konoha leaves the deep blue tree by Yumeka Sumomo. Translated and uploaded by Aku Tenshi and Northaway. We've been on the Yumeka Sumomo kick, so we're gonna continue reading some more. When it says Konoha, I think of Naruto, but I guess it just means tree. It means leaves. Leaves. Village shit in the leaves, right? Anyway, let's begin. Konoki Konoha, Kono the deep blue tree. Only in autumn, when the dead leaves flutter, about can I meet that mysterious boy. I loved him. And so I usually do these blind. I read the first two pages and realized it was a girl, so I'm going to try to do a more feminine voice. It takes plenty of time to get there from my house by trolley. Ahead there's a small mountain. If you're an adult, it would take at most half a day to travel around the whole mountain. My dad said it is a wealthy place. That day, when I was young, my dad took me to visit that mountain. Look, I know. Don't go very far. I know. It's dark blue. From the trunk to the tips of the leaves. How weird. It was an entirely deep blue tree. Is it real? That hurt. That hurts. There was a boy who had deep blue hair. Go hide. Huh? Quickly. I smell a human child. Hey, Konoha, if you're hiding it, give it to me. There are no humans here. You've gone senile. When are you leaving? Because I would regret it if I die now. I'll stay until next year. Dad, it's terrible, Dad. I found a dark blue tree, and close by there was a dark blue older boy, and there was a light brown old man. What are you talking about? I'm not lying. I have a dark blue leaf. Let's go home. Let's go home. Come on. But I'm not lying. It's fine. I know the way. During the evening the next day, I visited that mountain alone. Before long, I would find deep blue leaves. If I was lucky, I would be able to meet that blue-haired boy. How strange. I haven't found any. That's what I thought. But if I had paid attention, I would have noticed the sun had lowered and the moon had appeared. The forest during the night and the forest during the day were very different. The road home vanished in the blink of an eye. If you're looking for a way out, you're in luck. Are you a ghost, mister? What if I am? I'm not afraid of ghosts. My name's Konoha. I live in the tree. I'm always sleeping inside the tree, but only during the season when leaves fall can I go outside. Konoha? Tree? If you go straight from here, you'll reach the exit. Thank you. My name's Akinu. Is it okay if I come again tomorrow? His slightly smiling expression was the expression I saw in Konoha until the end of autumn that year. When I visited the mountain the next day, the mountain had turned a pure white. Every tree had lost all of its leaves, and the snow had piled up. Huh, you're already sleeping. I waited until the next spring came. From the train window I could see the mountain. As the spring and summer's colors passed, I spent the entire time waiting for the leaves to change to autumn colors. There it is, the deep blue tree. Good morning, Konoha. It's autumn. Are you waking up? That hurts. But I didn't touch you, Konoha. Why did you hurt? I possess the tree as a shadow. If you beat on the tree, it's transmitted to me. Stop it. Oh. Time is unkind. Even though I do not want it to pass, time flows swiftly. I'll I'll see you again next year. Hmm. Many more autumns like that one came to pass. Aquino, 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 are you listening? And then, before I knew it, I turned 16. What is it? Fireworks? Fireworks? Meh. I was talking about how we should go to today's firework display with Ida and his friend. Takayama said he wouldn't come if you aren't coming. I hate summer. The air is dry, and I can honestly say it's painful. I even hate spring. It just makes me drowsy. Naturally, I hate winter too. It's lonely to see the snow. Oops. To me, only autumn is fine. Akinu, over here, over here. I'm sorry I'm late. Eh? Where's your yukata? Well, I had trouble with it. Eh? But we promised to wear them. If I'm the only one wearing it, then we won't have fun. I thought I'd be able to see you wearing yukata, even though I expected to. The person would want to show isn't here. Hurry and become autumn. Become autumn. Where? Where? Hmm. Okay. Hasn't your strength declined since you've gotten older? Good morning. Good good morning. Are you going to climb up here? Yeah. Your hair. Hmm? You grew it out again. Konoha doesn't change. Do I look like an adult? Do you want to touch it? Like a kid? A tree span's life is longer than a human's, so Konoha also slowly growing into adulthood. Yeah, but from here on, I'm going to become even more of an adult. I alone. Hmm? I alone before you. I want to touch. Huh? Uh, I am always thinking about it. Huh? What are you doing? Oh, I, I'm touching you, Konoha. Is it being transmitted? Yeah. In my elementary portfolio, I wrote that when I grow up, I want to be an acorn. Everyone laughed. It's fine if they laugh. Go hide, Aquino. Huh? Even if you say go hide. A human child. Give it to me, Koda. If I eat that child, my tree can live another year. How unsightly. You should just accept a tree's lifespan. Eek! I won't give you a Kinu because she's mine. Because he said those words, I can wait alone for the next autumn. He, he vanished. Where'd he go? He left. Left? Hmm. In spite of us having the lifespan of our possessed trees, when the autumn comes, we must make a choice. Will I stay here till the next autumn? Will I go back to being human and return to the soil? Human? Long ago, after the war, we endured great poverty. Many people abandoned their children and young ones on this mountain. The mountain folk took pity on us and gave us permission to live in the trees. In time, personally, I don't mind staying here until I want to die. I was abandoned, also, a family of one. I've already lived here for many decades. Most of my friends have already left. Honestly, the day I first happened to meet you, Akinu, I was thinking of leaving. When you told me, I'll come again tomorrow, I knew I would regret dying. Whenever autumn comes, I always hesitate. That's right, always. I have a dream. When I open the classroom door, Konoha is there. I say good morning and sit beside him, and throughout the day we talk of trivial things. We often visit each other, and we are reluctant to return home. Many times I see dreams about that kind of ordinary thing.
Akinu. Akinu. Is it okay if we head home together?
Uh, uh, uh. Wow, you're cold. This person isn't the one I want to touch. You're sleeping, right? Hmm. I love you, Konoha, more than anyone. Hmm. The snow is melting and the trees are budding. The warm sunlight returns. If I endure this season, I can meet Konoha again. No way. The weeds spread. Living in the fort house means good air, but a lot of maintenance. Does it look like it'll take a lot of time?
Nah, I should be finished by noon.
Thanks for your help.
Well then.
Why do we usually have gym class outside in midsummer? Akino, it gives me dandruff. I agree. Is it okay if we join you? This is too much. Ah, it's fine. Need help up? Who was that? Huh?
Need help up?
Who was that just now?
Just past noon, a fire broke out. The west wind fanned it and spread over the entire mountain.
Why? Why are you here now? Often, often I've dreamed of this day. Although this jersey and the sweat from PE cling to you.
Now is fine. Your lonely expression, Akinu. I won't see it again.
I, I'm not lonely at all. I could wait alone forever for you, Konoha.
Akinu, you're a liar.
Did you love me?
I love you, Akinu.
How much? It takes plenty of time to get there from my house by trolley. And there's a small mountain. Because of a fire many years ago, it's completely gone. But now when autumn comes, the mountain is full of beautiful fluttering leaves once more. There is no red or yellow, just deep blue. This body is full of love. I know whose color this is.
Konoha of the Deep Blue Tree. The end.
Oh, that was a sweet little love story. I think it was solid. I like this thing. It's a little cute love story. And it's like this I will say I don't know if it's just because like I'm very very much feeling better, just a little cough in the morning. Um it kept me engaged throughout the entire story. And that is something I appreciate, right? This is like a 40 some odd page story. And I was like, okay, I kept going and felt entertained. And it didn't feel like 40 pages to me as I was reading it there. I quite enjoyed it. And I don't know. for for this literally being a story about a person falling in love with a tree or leaves, it's like excuse me. Sorry, that's just my kombucha. Lots of gas bubbles in there. For a story about someone literally being a tree hugger, somebody who loves trees, I honestly like this story. It's oddly engaging. I think it's a sweet premise that doesn't explain too much. And I do like, some stories it's okay to explain everything and do with the big reveal. For this one, I just like it. He's like a part of the tree,
And then like there's this little spirit here that wants to go and take a little girl or take a human girl. He denies her. He protects her. And then, they just kind of do their thing. And it's not anything that ever needs to be explicit, right? It's not like, oh, okay, you need to go and do this with the tree. It's nice and simple. It's just that you're there, you hug them, and that's about it. It doesn't need to be like some big kiss making out session or anything here. It's just that with a little bit of a touch there, it's like, whoa, okay. And you feel that type of vibrancy. It's so wonderful. And even as she grows older, it's not like, hey, I'm gonna do this. No, it acknowledges the fact that she's gonna feel lonely. As that's only natural, right? She only meets the person like for one time of the year. And during that season, he goes to sleep or he does this. And there are other suitors who like are like, hey, why aren't you interested in this guy? Why don't you do that? And they're doing their best, but ultimately it's not meant to be, right? Because it's like, hey, you're not the one I want to touch here. Wow, you're cold. And it's like, all right. And gosh, is that common for people to like just have their legs exposed like all of that? I don't know. This is like the one thing that always kind of like bothers me with like certain types of fashion. Is that when they have like holes in their jean and it's like, are you not cold because of the holes in your jean or something like that? Or I guess they just manage, or some people are built like that. If you're like exercise, I could kind of see it, right? But I don't know. Some people just don't get cold like that, I suppose. Or maybe their nerve endings are dead. Where was I? But no, I like the fact that she's just living an ordinary life around. Right? Like, hey, she has her friend. They're teenagers doing teenage stuff. They got their festival. They got this. They got that. And like the yukata is meant for him. And it's just a really wonderful story. It's nice. It's wholesome, and it doesn't have a tragic ending. Oh wait, this is actually what I like this moment so much. She's literally hugging the guy or hugging the tree, and he's feeling it. And there doesn't need to be much that is said in this case. And the fact she wanted to be an acorn is like, oh, that's cute. I like that so much. And then he's protecting her, so it's a little bit of both, right? Um, and it's like really, really neat. It's like, okay, they could do this, they could do that. And it's, this is like a little backstory. It's a little mystical here. Um, And yeah, I don't know why. I think this is cool. I like this. I know that they do explain it, but they don't need to explain anything. It's too much. It's like, okay, just enough that I'm satisfied, just enough to give them character, just enough to say, okay, this is gonna work out with them. And it doesn't. I think part of it is it doesn't ever spend too much time on anything. Even during the winter, this is a really, really nice scene. It's like, okay, boom, boom, boom. And then, all of a sudden everything gets burned down and it's like, well, he's come to say goodbye as the leaves come by and it's adorable, right? Like they're about to kiss and like that. I don't know. I like this one here. Like they can't quite the you're a liner. I can't wait alone forever. I can wait alone for you, Konoha. Kino, you're a liar. Like, no, don't wait alone, right? Go ahead and live your life. So it does have like a lot of that stuff too, which I really do appreciate. It's such a nice love story, and I could see her like going along and just living a normal life afterwards. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. Now, is this like a love story to make me like cry and do this? No, no, not quite. Like I was never like really on the verge of like crying or anything. As this person died, but I was engaged. I was very engaged throughout the entire story, and I appreciate that. Not every story needs to make you cry or do this or do that. So awesome, awesome. I guess we'll see if we read. Oh, right. Would this make a good series? I think it's perfect as a one shot. It's good, it's simple, boom. There doesn't need to be like, oh, now we met the yellow tree or the green tree or the red tree. No, no, the leaves of the blue tree. We're done. He doesn't need to come back. There doesn't need to be a plan. He doesn't need to be reincarnated as this or the other. It's fine. It's fine, right? She doesn't need to like plant a leaf or whatever. I will just say and make a new blue tree and have him watch as she grows old and is with someone else or this or the other, right? There doesn't need to be any sequel to that. It's good as a one shot. And I guess that's everything. We'll see if we read another romance story tomorrow. Because it's been a couple days from. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But regardless, with all that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for being born, y'all. Peace out.